Hello everyone, I'm Terry Hartley at Rustic Barn Cards. I'm independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Iowa. And I'm so excited. I received the Onstage at Home Swag Box. So I'm registered for Onstage, which is an event if you are a demonstrator. And I ordered the swag box. So I'm going to do a little stamping with the new set that's in there, but let me show you the box because you could also be part of my team and be part of Stampin' Up! And be able to go to events and receive new product from upcoming catalogs early. So this is the beautiful box that arrived at my house. When you open it up, it's a beautiful hashtag Onstage at Home is inside the box. Inside is a message from Sarah Douglas, the CEO of Stampin' Up. And then I have this beautiful bag that has a Stampin' Up! Logo on it. And a bee on the back. I better not let my granddaughter see that. She loves bees. And then I have some Onstage pins. And a notebook with some beautiful pencils. The stamp set that I'm going to be using, which we'll look at in just a few minutes. And some Onstage graph paper, some grid paper rather. So let's do a little stamping. So this is one of the new stamp sets that will be in the mini January 2022 catalog. In the moment, it's a cling stamp set. We have 3 images. Sentiments are "you're in my thoughts." Sometimes the most productive thing you can do is relax. You're always so good to others. Be good to yourself too. So I love those sentiments. So we have 6 because it always tells us in the corner how many stamps that you have. So again, these are the cling. So I'm just going to real quickly, in case you're not aware how to put the cling stamps together. You just punch those out. And so here is the one that goes with that. So I'm going to turn it over and you can peel this off. And there's lots of different ways that you can do this. What works best for me, I go ahead and peel both of those. They're always divided in half. And then I make sure that I have this lined up correctly. And then I just take the backing off of this. And it's better I think if you stand up to do this. And I'm just going to put this left side on first. So I'm not putting it straight down. I'm kind of tilting it so I can make sure that I have it lined up. And then once I have it lined up there, see I'm still holding this, then I can go ahead and press it down. And then I can peel it off. And here we go. So I'm going to do that with the rest of these, and then we're going to do some stamping. Before we start stamping, just want to share my December online class. You can register now for that. It's going to be on Zoom on December 3rd. The last day to register is November 15th. And you will receive a package of gems, designer series paper, roll of ribbon, 2 mini paper pumpkin boxes, and you can sign up at rusticbarncards.com. The class is going to be on Zoom. The cost is $45, which includes what I just said, and we'll be making tags and gift card holders and decorating the 2 mini boxes. Now, I will be using the Perfectly Plaid stamp set and the Pine Tree Punch, which is not included in the class fee. If you do not have those 2 items, you can add that to the class fee. So again, more information at Rustic Barn Cards. So sign up for my online class, Christmas tags, gift card holders, and the mini paper pumpkin boxes. So for the card that we're going to make today, you're going to need your card base, 8.5 by 5.5, folded in half. I'm using basic white for our card base. And then you'll need a layer of Pacific Point, and that's 5.25 by 4. A scrap of basic white, and another scrap of basic white for the sentiment. So the first thing that I am going to do is that I'm going to bring in the Stitch So Sweetly die, and we're going to die cut this out. And here we go. And then I'm going to bring in our Memento Black ink, and you'll need the Memento Black ink and Pacific Point ink for the card. So just 2 colors. And this is the stamp I'm going to use. So I'm going to ink this up. And so this stamp is going to be in our new mini catalog that goes live in January. You can purchase it sooner if you'd like to join my team. And the information will be down below in the show more description. And then we are going to use some blends. So I'm going to be using Granny Apple Green for her skirt, Daffodil Delight for her blouse. I'm going to use Crumb Cake for her hair. And then I'm going to use Night of Navy for her hat and her little belt here. And then I'll be using Light Gray Granite blends for the table, and Light Balmy Blue for her drink, and Light Petal Pink for her arms. And of course, you can use whatever colors that you have. And I do have one of these already finished. I'm going to start with the dark Night of Navy, and I'm just going to go trace over those dark lines that are already there. And then I will bring in the light. And even the light Night of Navy is fairly dark. And I'm using Pacific Point cardstock, but we do not have any blends in Pacific Point. So that is why I'm going to go ahead and use the Night of Navy, because it's also kind of a deep blue. And then right around her hands, you can just put little dots. And that should work. And then her blouse, I'm going to come in with the dark. And again, I'm just going to go over those lines that are already there. And I'm going to color her cuffs on her shirt in dark Daffodil Delight, and then bring in the light. I'm going to go under her hair, because we're going to color that in Crumb Cake. And what I like about the blends is that you can go back over and layer the colors together. So I'm going to come back with the dark. And I'm going to put a little more shading over here on the left. Kind of bring that down. And then I'm going to come back with the light Daffodil Delight. And just kind of blend that together. And I'm going to go ahead and kind of blend all the way across on her shirt. And then the crumb cake, and I'm using light crumb cake. I'm going to just color in her hair. So it doesn't take very long to do this. And I'm going to use that dark Night of Navy for her belt. So I think you get the idea. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in the one that I have completed right here. And lay our blends aside. And of course you could use markers to color also if you wanted to. So this layer of Pacific Point, I'm going to go ahead and bring in the Seashell 3D embossing folder, which is in the annual catalog. So I'm going to turn it around so you can see the Stampin' Up. I'm going to go ahead and lay our Pacific Point layer inside the embossing folder. And then I'm going to run this through the cut and emboss machine. And I've already done that. And here we go. And I'm just going to lay this aside and finish our stamping. So I'm going to bring in that scrap of basic white so we can stamp our sentiment and the Pacific Point ink. And I'm going to use You're in My Thoughts. So I'm going to go ahead and ink this up. I'm going to do that one more time because I don't think I got it quite straight. That's much better. And then I'm going to bring in our snips. And I am just going to cut around our sentiment. And we will pop this up with some dimensionals. All right, let's go ahead and put our card together now. So we'll bring in some adhesive. And of course, we'll want to add some embellishments too. And of course, with our embossing folder, you can put either side. So you can use, just either side. And I'm going to use this side. And we'll go ahead and place this on the front of our card. I feel like I want to bring that down just a little bit. Which is kind of nice with the liquid glue. You have a little bit of time that you can do that. Make sure that's straight. And then press that down. And I think we're going to pop this up with dimensionals. You wouldn't have to, but I'm going to go ahead and turn that over and add dimensionals. So I've added dimensionals. And we're going to turn our card over. I kind of use the embossing folder with the shells because it looks like she's looking off to the sea, maybe looking at water. So get this lined, get this straight. And then press it down. And then we're going to put some mini dimensionals on our sentiment. I've added 3 mini dimensionals. And I think I'm going to put that over to the left a little bit on the card. And then let's bring in, I think we're going to kind of go with the Daffodil Delight. So I'm bringing in our matte decorative dots to add to our card. And I think I'll just do the small ones, the smaller. And I think I'm going to put one right there. So here is our quick and easy card. You're in my thoughts. And this is using a sneak peek in the moment cling stamp set. That will be one of the stamp sets in our new mini catalog in January of 2022. But you can order this a month early by joining my team. And there'll be a link down below that you can click. And you can be part of the Rustic Barn Stampers. So I hope you like this card. Hope you like this sneak peek. Don't forget to sign up for the online class. Join me for Zoom for some crafty fun on December 3rd. And information is over on my webpage at rusticbarncards.com. You're going to receive over $35 worth of product. I'm Terry Hartley at Rustic Barn Cards. Thank you for watching and have a great day.